Out of the 50 million people in South Africa, the Zulu tribe make up a large portion of the population. So there was no ways I was letting my boys drive past without stopping here at Zulu, which is a Zulu cultural village, and experiencing some more the daily life that they have lived for many hundreds of years. After all, our president, Mr. Jacob Zuma, he himself is a Zulu, and I would get into trouble. So come, let's enjoy. The Amazulu are the largest South African ethnic group and believe that they are the direct descendants of the patriarch Zulu, who was born in the Congo Basin area. In the 16th century, the Zulu immigrated southward to their present location, bringing along their culture and customs. In Nguni language, Zulu means heaven or sky, and Akshay, Ashish, Tony and Sahil are the 4 lucky travellers who've got the sky laid out for them. So let's continue exploring South Africa with me, Jonty Rhodes. So far, we've been around both the Western and Eastern Cape, and leaving Durban behind, we now fly into Johannesburg. And of course, you can't leave South Africa without visiting a national park. When people fly into Johannesburg, the largest city in South Africa, they don't spend a great deal of time here. They're on such a hurry to get to the coast or go and see the game reserves, so they don't get to know much about the City of Gold. $10 million trees have been planted out there, making it the largest man-made forest in the world. It is also the largest city that is not built on a coastline, on a river, or next to a lake. Not bad, Johannesburg. With over 100 years of history, I'm sure we can find some really interesting things about Johannesburg. The best way to do that is up close and personal. Come on, guys, let's go. Johannesburg has been a key area where people have come from around not only Africa but around the world to earn a living. It's been the financial sector of South Africa for a really long time. And myself as a banker, after I retired from playing cricket, I spent a lot of time fighting the hustle and the bustle that we were told to embrace yesterday. And driving on an open top bus through the city of Johannesburg, it was a great opportunity for me to listen to a lot of the history that I passed and that I was so frustrated driving through. I just want to get to my meeting. My bank boss is going to be so frustrated. Jonty, where are you? Everything runs on a clock in Johannesburg, sadly. Three, 2, 1, go! Just because you don't see us eat doesn't mean we haven't been making time in our hectic itinerary for lazy lunches. These lunches are perfect to get us energized so that we can keep on exploring. Johannesburg, Igoli, the City of Gold. South Africa is very, very rich in natural resources and precious metals. The country alone produces 80% of the world's platinum, and almost 50% of the world's gold reserves are found right here in South Africa. In Igoli, it was important to understand the history of the gold rush. I took the boys to Gold Reef City, where after seeing melted gold turning into solid gold, they got all shiny-eyed. And then we made our way to the dark underground. Helmets? Check. Head torch? Check. 4 boys? 2, okay, 4, check, okay.
Yeah, going down.
Sanity? Okay, well, yeah, I suppose so, check. I have been to Gold Reef City before. I've been down the mines, and as a younger man, in my youth when I went down, I was more interested in seeing how dark it was and how amazing the place was, and dropping to 2 kilometers almost below the Earth's surface, leaving as a slightly more mature man who's been around the world. I've traveled, sadly more in other people's countries than in my own. I got really emotional hearing some of the stories and seeing the conditions that they lived in. Really, for me, opened my eyes and certainly my heart for the first time. South Africa is renowned for its natural mineral wealth. And we just take for granted, I think, in the apartheid era that there were people sacrificing their lives, working in really tough conditions to extract that precious material. So going down underground in the darkness, seeing these conditions, for me, took on a great new perspective. And that's the key, as I said, don't just be a tourist, you've got to be a traveler. And it's amazing for me and the opportunity in my own country. I've been a tourist for so long, it was amazing to spend a day being a real traveler. Well, I'm actually going to cry here, sure. What a golden end to a day in the city of gold. Such experiences leave you with a really heavy heart, but are so important in understanding a country. And equally important in South Africa, obviously, is visiting a national park. So next morning, we headed off to the northwest. Pilanesberg National Park, here we come. I know it's hard to believe, but not every tourist comes to South Africa to spend time with the Mumbai Indians fielding coach. Most of the tourists coming to South Africa want to see the Big Five, the wildlife that we are renowned for. Today we are at the Pilanesberg National Park, the fourth largest park in South Africa. Similarities between Kruger Park and Pilanesberg, you can see by the grasslands and the savanna, very similar, and the animals very similar. But Pilanesberg National Park has one unique feature that the Kruger Park doesn't have. We'll touch on that later. Most national parks in South Africa are very blessed with having the Big Five within their reserves. But what the Pilanesberg has that is so unique is that this entire reserve is based on a very old volcanic crater. In fact, 1,300 million years old to be exact. So this environment has been around here for a very long time. Yeah, even before I was here. So yeah, a very long time ago. It's not unusual for travelers coming to South Africa to spot the African elephant. But seeing an elephant calf being fed by its mother, man, this is too cute. I really need to capture this. What an amazing setting. I've had a great afternoon with my 4 travel buddies. We've been in the afternoon at the Pilanesberg National Park, which 30 odd years ago was actually agricultural area, and so started a very, very ambitious undertaking, Project Genesis, and that was the reintroduction of the wildlife into this amazing reserve that it has become today, and what a success it has been. Your safari experience is only enhanced when you head back to the comfort of your lodge and are welcomed with such enthusiastic fanfare.
The whole safari experience ends here at the boma at Kwamaritani. Now, what is a boma? A boma is a place of eating. It's a place of eating that is surrounded by a fence, which is normally higher than you can see over, so that the animals can't come in and get you and eat you. And what we do is we have a range of foods that are cooked over the open fire. We have pots, which are called potjies, and inside the pots we have some game meat, we have some vegetables, we have a thing called a millie, which is corn on the cob, we have mushrooms, we have potatoes, we have butternut, and then your meats are grilled over the open fire. So it's a wonderful experience in the middle of the bush just to round off a good day on safari.
To be honest, I had lost total track of time. I had no idea what date it was or which day of the week. All I do remember is that it was a very important day for all my travel buddies. The glorious morning at the Pazulu estate in Knysna. It was really interesting to see how for 3 days all they spoke about was we're going to play cricket.
Mine.
For the first time that they were on time was the day that if we were late today, we can't play cricket on the beach. Usually you have to be $1 million player or sometimes even a $2 million player to get the benefits of my expertise. These lucky winners are going to have the benefit of the Jonty Rhodes fielding drills here on Notsi Beach in Pazulu, Knysna, the wonderful South Africa. When I started playing a long, long time ago, there was no fielding coach. There was one coach, so we had to do our own fielding. As a young boy, I played football, I played hockey, I played a bit of tennis, and of course I played very bad cricket. But now fielding requires something from all of those sports. Hey, Tony! Two hands. Okay, easy. Okay, here we go, you ready? Sahil's gonna catch it. Tony, don't drop it, Tony! Akshay! Mine! Call for it, somebody call for it! Goal! You know, not too many games of cricket, I suppose, I've played on the beach in South Africa, but I've seen guys in India play cricket anywhere and everywhere. You know, any open piece of ground, and there's 4 matches going on, not just one game. Okay, I've been watching you guys in the warm-up, and the one thing that always concerns me when I go to India is the guys throwing cricket balls. Cricket is all about the batting and the bowling and a little bit of the catching. Okay, but the throwing is so important. In T20 cricket, you want to save the two, you've got to have a strong arm. Because even little guys like me can throw powerfully if you use your whole body. Okay, so the key is to throwing, aiming at the target. Oh, and I hit the stumps. Okay, cool. Right, you want to give it a go? Aiming at the target, and follow through with the target. Hey, what? Oh, no, sheesh. Now, to the top. Okay, don't forget, aim at the target. Great work. Easy game, huh? Come on. Okay, be ready for it. Here we go. You get shot. Oh no, it looks like we're having our own monsoon here. It's really coming down. Get inside, boys. Hey, no, that's what your mums would say, right? But mommy's not around, you're now under my wing. So what do boys do when it rains? When in Pazulu, head to the Field of Dreams. Yours. Take it and go. So here we had the entire Field of Dreams, which almost became the Field of Nightmares, with arrows being shot everywhere.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Very close.
That thing is down! Sorry, Buck.
Loved it. On the horn, boy.
Tony, if you keep trying to steal my thunder on my show, that next arrow, it's got your name on it, boy. You can't go to a country, see it, tick off all that stuff on it, on your itinerary and say, okay, I've seen South Africa. So you guys are on the covers, they're on the boundary. You've got to come in, you've got to do what you love to do in an environment, and the only way you can do that is really by traveling. Go! We've been on the road now for 2 weeks. Early mornings, long drives, coffee stops, some really crazy days. And these boys have become a part of my team. Fortunately, a team environment is not new to me. I've spent the last 20 years of my life being a part of a team where I've been told what time to get on a bus, what time practice is going to be, what time your meetings are, where you're having dinner. And it's quite interesting being on the other side where I'm actually the host. And I'm responsible for 4 guys, not only coming to South Africa, which is my country, wanting to make a good impression, not wanting just to talk about Sachin Tendulkar and the Mumbai Indians. So thanks guys for including me in this amazing trip.
You know, the energy which you get with Jonty Rhodes being with you, a 44-year-old fit as a fiddle.
Oh, he's an amazing guy. I mean, he's down to earth, he's humble, he's always on his feet, always ready to do whatever everyone wants, and no qualms at all.
And I must confess, going from place to place has brought back some wonderful memories for me. As a child, before I started playing cricket and traveling to everybody else's country, I spent a great deal of time in South Africa with my parents and with my family, traveling around and seeing how great this country is to visit. We've been traveling across 6 provinces, and South Africa has really laid it out for the boys. On hectic trips such as this, a comfy night's sleep goes a long way. No traveller would come thousands of miles and go back without taking souvenirs for family and friends. So I let them loose to pick up what their heart desired. Retail therapy, even for men, can be awesome. And the one common love we shared was food.
Oh, food. This place is like God, man.
They cater to every palate actually.
I mean, I'm not strictly a non-vegetarian. Well, I go with most of the chicken dishes and a little bit of lamb. But I think so I've equally enjoyed myself on the vegetarian side of the pellet. And I'm sure Sahil would second that, and even you for that matter, 3 of us
Vegetarian.
They had good variety, and it's not just mixing some leaves and falling from the top and making something.
Hey, come on, guys. You've met South Africa's master chef, Coco, and you've eaten his divine food.
So Indians won't be out of place if they supposedly come down.
Yeah, I mean, you won't really feel need to having a thepla or a khakra. Yeah, I think so you'll still survive.
That's rescue food.
There were meals topped up with some great local traditions as well. Remember that afternoon in Tinswalo?